what if I'm actually not supposed to go down a specific career path? What if it's supposed to be a mesh of a bunch of things and I'm supposed to have a little bit of a eccentric type lifestyle where I can dibble and dabble in a little bit of everything? Everything comes together and just creates this dream life that you're supposed to live.
Three little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry. Maybe sometimes we've got it wrong, but it's alright. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow.
Hey guys, and welcome back to The Search. This is Dina Rell with another sit down video. I know you guys probably get tired of me talking, but I'm gonna keep talking. And with today's sit down and talk video, it is something that kind of hit me hard. And it's actually a question that my counselor asked me. And that was, what if there is no career path for you? Which I have never really thought about. And even to when I'm recording this video, it's been about a week since the last time I talked to her. Um, it's still something that I'm thinking about. What if there's no specific career path that works for you, that'll make you happy, that's supposed to fit for you? I don't know how I feel about that. It definitely would be some confusion. I definitely initially and right now as I'm talking about it is some confusion and would be some disappointment if there wasn't necessarily like a career that I could say, yeah, this is what I do for the rest of my life. But since I've been thinking about it, there would be some pros to it. Um, no necessary standard. It would be just focusing on being happy and living the best life that I know how, or just creating whatever I think my dream life is. Um, but in this day and age, you can actually make anything a career. Like, I want to travel, potentially move out of the country permanently. People make career out of being travel vloggers. People make careers out of if they do decide to move out of the country, about the culture and what they deal with, um, and their personal experiences, like content creation on YouTube and Instagram and stuff. When I was growing up, and I was born in '93, wasn't something that you heard of. Honestly, my first couple years in college, and I started taking college classes in 2011, I never really heard of somebody making a life off of social media. I wasn't even in social media that big at that time. However, now that is people's careers where they make a full life out of creating things on social media. Um, and then I'm interested in being a translator, but I don't necessarily, may not potentially go into that field. But that was just an interesting question that I thought I would pose to you guys. What if your passion that you find doesn't necessarily lead you to a career, or not a career that a lot of people would understand, or a lot of the older generation? Because I'm sure if I told my parents who watch my YouTube videos, hey, I'm quitting my job and I'm going to be a full-time content creator, they'd have some things to say about it. I mean, because it is something, because if I made that decision, it would be something that I was super serious about and wanted to do. They would, of course, support me in the end, but they would have some things to say about it. And I would completely understand where they're coming from, because parents, of course, just want their children to be able to take good care of themselves and provide for the family that they have or will have in the future. Completely understand that. But as you probably can see with me pausing in this video, it is something that I'm truly contemplating and thinking about, because it could have potentially been the video before this, or there may be a video in between. One of the last videos that I posted was the question of, how do you know when you have found the career that you're supposed to be in? And I guess though these two questions kind of would go together, is how do I know that I found it? But actually thinking about it, what if I'm actually not supposed to go down a specific career path? What if it's supposed to be a mesh of a bunch of things, and I'm supposed to have a little bit of a eccentric type lifestyle where I can dibble and dabble in a little bit of everything? Everything comes together and just creates this dream life that you're supposed to live. And of course, there's going to be naysayers and people who are like, what the heck are you doing? I don't understand it. But one of the conversations that I've had with my dad is, that happens because those people who are naysayers haven't seen it been done. Like, you have to prove them wrong, which in some senses can suck. But then, I mean, for me personally, it would be like, yeah, told you I could do it. Now look at me. And then people under me, or even people on the same level, or even people above me could see, okay, they did it that way, so I can do it too. It's kind of like a domino effect. Because, like, one of the analogies, which I'm sure that this is actually something that my dad wants to do, but one of the things that he did was like becoming a millionaire as a teacher. And it's like, okay, you finish your schooling and you get your teaching degree, and then you try to create a program that's not like anything else. And then once you create that program, you start patching that program out, and it's a program that's not only started in your area, but now it has spread throughout the country, which I am pretty sure is what my dad is working on, because I'm pretty sure his program that he teaches with automotive is a program that's right now not like any other in Michigan, as far as I know about, as far as he has told me. So I can see that in the future that my dad becomes a millionaire as a teacher. But who's met a millionaire? Who's met a teacher that is a millionaire? I've never heard of it. I don't know. Somebody could correct me in the comments. A teacher that's a millionaire? Like a teacher that teaches high schoolers, or even a teacher that teaches elementary, becoming a millionaire with teaching seems a little unheard of to me. But again, I go back to, that's why that's such a great example, and why I can combine the information that my dad's given me and the information that my therapist has given me, is that there just might not be something that is cookie cutter, step by step. This is how you're going to be happy. And there is nothing wrong with that. The more that I continue with this life journey and learning things and having conversations with my parents who are on an unorthodox route to getting to their passions, careers, and their dream lives, and then talking to a licensed therapist who is trained to try to pull things out and stick things in to help you find where you need to be, or realizations, I'm learning that a lot of things growing up and some things that I've created myself aren't the healthiest things for me, but it is okay to not be in the norm, to not follow what society says. This is how you should do it, and this is how you're going to be successful. Or only these certain type of people can do this way. No, I refuse. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to find my happy, and I'm going to be like, yep, I did it. You can too. Here are the tools, because I didn't have them. I had to find them. And now that I have them, I'm going to share them so that we're not living in a world and more people can be happy. And it's like, shouldn't take all of this. But it is what it is, and life goes on, and it's a learning process. That's all we can do. Is just learn and grow. But with that being said, I'm going to say this question one more time because with this whole video, it's just something that I've been thinking about. And as you guys probably can tell, have become more passionate about as I'm thinking about it and things are just running through my mind. What if there is no set career for you? Think about it. And with that, let's continue to figure out this life thing together. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Faded jeans. I hope you get your dreams. Just go.